Welcome back to the Vi Media channel. My name is Eric Brown. I'm president here at Vi Media and partner at Mogul Holdings. We specialize in growing businesses through digital marketing. And today, what I wanted to talk about was, or is, I should say, short form content. I know we've talked about social a lot on here. We've talked about really developing a whole marketing, strategy if it comes to when you're starting a business, what you should do, depending on the type of industry, what areas make the most sense for marketing when it comes to establishing your business and getting new business, right? What, at the end of the day, at first, when your business is established, unless you know, have a lot of coin to throw at it, a lot of people that are starting a new business don't. So you need to make sure your marketing dollars are going as far as possible. So at first, it's what areas can I advertise in that is going to be the most cost effective and generate the most amount of business, right? So we've talked about that. We've talked about on this channel what to do. You need a Google business profile. You need to set up a website. You need to make sure this stuff is set up with SEO in mind. There's different avenues for Google guaranteed or local service ads, paying per phone call. Obviously, running ads through, search and Google ads, running it on your Google business profile. So you're showing up in the map sections as an ad and also in search. And of course, obviously, depending on the industry, we work with a ton of home service companies. A lot of those industries can get expensive when it comes to a lead. Uh, but does it make sense for your business, and can you make a return on that that is actually going to make sense, right? And obviously, at first, some business owners, and I would argue to say now that potentially making short form content and just content in general, video content for your company and for yourself as a brand, even if you don't make a return on investment in the first couple of months, at least putting that content out there. And you don't have to be a magician, right? You can set up your cell phone. Our phones are good enough to set up an iPhone or whatever you have, take a video, and there are AI tools now. And of course, there are companies that you can find that can help you do this as well. But of course, if you're a new business, right? You don't have a lot of money to spend. So what's going to be the most efficient for you? And then there's programs. Obviously, CapCut, well, was down. Now it's back up because of Trump's executive order. But there are programs like CapCut and Opus, and just look online. There's a list of them that you can use. That's going to allow you to, I mean, honestly, not be a video editor by any stretch of the imagination. Go into these programs, be able to upload the video file, and be able to, make short form reels. 60 seconds, 90 seconds, 30 seconds, whatever it is, and upload that onto Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and YouTube and Threads, sure, and whatever else. TikTok, right? For the next 73, 74 days, whatever it is now. And start doing that. Because what you will find is that, people will start paying attention, right? I think right now, more so than ever, authenticity sells. I think we obviously saw that, um, in the last election and how really things are moving in this country, that even if you don't agree with them, or even if, at least you know where a person stands, right? At least you know their authentic self. And I think getting that out in front of people and what you do for consumers or for business owners or whatever your company provides or services or products that you offer, that you are getting your messaging out there. And of course, I forgot LinkedIn as well, right? But you have these different platforms and for free. I'm not even saying you need to spend money on these platforms to get, viewership, to get reach. But of course, it's going to take time, right? I say posting on social media and really, getting a following. Your following doesn't have to be big by any stretch of the imagination as well. You just want people, in your industry, your friends, your referral partners, whatever people that you work with, you want all of those people on there, because of course, the more they're active, the more that the social media platforms are going to spread that to other people that obviously don't know about you, right? And that's the whole goal is not only to, it's not only to gain new customers, but it's to make sure that the customers that already know you're there know you're there and are reminded that you're there in case that they have, an emergency or they need your business or, hey, I now am in a position to buy this or, whatever it is that you're visible and that people have been paying attention to you and that they've been seeing your content, right? And for a home service company, it's not that hard, right? You guys do different jobs for homeowners or for commercial clients or whatever it is, and it's fairly simple to set up a camera. Say you're a roofer, go onto a flat roof, set up a camera, and take a quick video explaining the type of roofing system that it is and what you're doing on that roof and how you go about your process, right? And then upload that and do it continuously. Do it a couple times a week, right? Over time, you'll notice that it'll pay off. That this YouTube channel has helped out Vi and also obviously a ton of you listeners and viewers as well. Uh, by showing what we know and how we do things here at Vi Media. And of course, like I've said before, we're not always right, but we're right at least a lot of the time. So start taking that content, and of course, with these different tools, again, you don't need to be a marketing genius, right? You take a video and say you already know what your clients ask you, right? You already know what a lot of the questions that they ask you. So make videos around that and talk about it. What do you know about your industry? Why should people use you? Showcase your knowledge. Showcase your knowledge and put it up everywhere. Right? This TikTok thing now has just shown that you cannot be reliant on one platform. And even if it is uploading the same piece of content across the board, sure, there are companies that at the end of the day can show that you want specific content here, here, and here. Most companies can't afford to do that, right? Obviously. So start small. What can you do? You can set up your camera, you can record a video, you can upload that into a program for you that's very easy to use. And then, of course, upload that onto the social media platforms. Now, I would say to post those natively, right? Natively meaning don't use a third party application to post on those platforms. Just post them directly on the platform. Sure, it takes a little bit more time, but the reach is probably going to be better. Probably. So short form content and line it out, right? If you're a type of business where, you're HVAC, right? Right now, you're talking about everything heater in St. Louis. It's freezing. It's like 0 degrees outside right now. So obviously, that people are having heating issues because this is the time that stuff is going to obviously have issues. So talk about it. What to look out for. What can you be doing as a homeowner to make sure to maintenance your heater so you don't have issues when it's 0 degrees outside, right? There's a lot of stuff that you could talk about and plan it out throughout the year. Cold months, we have this. In the spring, we have these issues. In the summer, we have this. In the fall, we have this. In the winter, we have this. Break it down by month. Have different types of content that you have an idea on what you want to be posting, right? You have a knowledge piece. You could have some of the type of viral content that, that people try to push out there, right? Um, there's a lot that you can go ahead and do. You could talk about reviews. You can have homeowners or your clients on the video as well talking about their experience, before and afters, right? There's a ton that you can do yourself or even very inexpensively to make that happen for content. So this year, if you're not, post short form content. Make it a goal to post like once or twice a week. You'll be glad you did. We'll talk about this next January. You'll be glad you did if you listen to me. That I know for a fact. And you'll become more efficient as well, right? At first, it's going to take a little bit of time. It's going to take a little bit of time. First couple of months, you're going to figure out how to use the platform and get really efficient. But I mean, you should get to a point where you only have to spend max, 15, 20 minutes, maybe a week, maybe, right? Actually uploading that stuff, figuring out how to use the program, and getting those short form contents, and then actually posting it. So don't push it off. Actually start posting. If you're not, and if you already are, good on you. Don't stop. Continue to do so. Look at the feedback you're getting from people that are viewing your content. And obviously, a lot of the feedback is BS. But if you actually have good feedback, either one way or the other on how to improve it, look at how to improve it, right? Look at what questions people are asking and then create content on that. That's all the time we have for today. However, as always, we have a ton of Marketing Monday episodes on this channel. I think we're getting to like 40, 50 in. So there's a lot to listen to on this channel. We talk about everything that has to do with digital marketing. If you like this video, please like, review, subscribe. Leave a comment if you have any questions. If you want to know anything about what we've talked about, you disagree, you agree, etc., please leave it in the comments below. If you want to talk to Vi Media, of course, you could reach out to us at vi.media. That's all the time we have. Thank you.